There are a lot of things that Elon Musk and Tesla are doing to try and change the world, save the world, and so on and so forth. But one of their more unique inventions that they're trying to do is the thing known as the Hyperloop. It's meant to advance a key transportation method and make it fast, efficient, and so on. But what exactly is it? What will it be able to do? And will it really change our lives? Allow us to break down how Tesla's Hyperloop will change the world. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 4. What is the Hyperloop? Despite us living in a world that has planes and cars and other simple methods of transportation, the train is something that's been ingrained in our society since some of the early days of technology in our civilization. At one point, the train was the only real way of getting around the country you lived in, and it still holds great importance to this day. It's vital for taking people all over the world, and in fact, there are trains that are literally designed and built to take people across a singular country, or across multiple countries over the course of many days. For some, a train is honestly just necessary, but it can be slow, really slow. Plus, they tend to pollute given their engines, which is something we're trying to avoid. However, there are many who are working hard to not just be able to make trains not use fossil fuels, but also go faster than ever before. Likely have heard of the magnetic trains being made in Japan and China. Elon Musk, though, wants to go further than that and aims to create the Hyperloop train. The passengers will be inside a tube and the train propelled via compressed air. You won't feel it, but you'll be going over 760 miles per hour. That would definitely advance train transportation, should it work. The first test is said to be coming soon, and a test site in California has been purchased. But he's not above going and getting inspiration for others to help make the Hyperloop a real thing. Number 3. The competitions. You see, as Elon Musk likes to do, he'll go and make an idea and either start building it himself, or he'll go and make competitions to try and get ideas flowing from others to try and make things work. With the Hyperloop, it's been doing competitions to try and suss out some of the finer details, like the tubes the trains would be in. We need to finish building a much longer vacuum tunnel for speed tests, and probably have an additional competition for tunneling itself, aiming for 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles, with lots of turns to better approximate a real-world tunnel. Musk first announced plans for a 10-kilometer track with a curve in July 2017. This week's announcement suggests this plan has increased in complexity, and it's part of a more focused effort to simulate real-world conditions. Musk's post also suggests plans to further involve the Boring Company tunnel digging venture, which previously supplied the bricks for Musk's podium at the July 2018 competition. It could be a big step forward for the pod transit system, first outlined in a 2013 white paper. The paper details a system where pods can move up to 760 miles per hour thanks to reduced air resistance. That can mean the 380-mile trip between Los Angeles and San Francisco taking around 35 minutes. Such a track could cost $6 billion for 2 one-way tunnels, 40 capsules with 28 people each, and a ticket price of $20. Musk also suggested in the paper that it could offer zero-emissions transport. By placing solar panels on top of the tube, the Hyperloop can generate far in excess of the energy needed to operate. SpaceX held its first Hyperloop pod design competition back in 2017, and each one has gradually set faster travel speeds. The first competition in January 2017 gave the top prize to Netherlands-based Delft Hyperloop. This competition was judged on a number of criteria, so Munich-based TUM's predecessor War Hyperloop reached the fastest speeds at over 56 miles per hour. The second, in August 2017, was where War again scored the fastest speed at 201 miles per hour. The third, in July 2018, was where War got its third fastest speed accolade at 284 miles per hour. In the fourth and most recent competition in July 2019, War successor TUM Hyperloop grabbed the team's fourth fastest speed accolade at 288 miles per hour. The longer track with curves could help teams reach the hypothetical top speeds. Delft Hyperloop told Inverse in 2018 that a team could reach the top speeds with a track measuring 44 miles. TUM Hyperloop told Inverse in 2019 that it could be done with just 9 miles of track. Things have stalled a bit, obviously, with the pandemic gripping the world, but things do seem to be on the right track. Pardon the pun. Number 2, how the Hyperloop can truly change things. In terms of actually changing things, the Hyperloop has a few things going for it. First and foremost is speed. It can truly go 700 miles per hour, double that of the magnet trains of Japan and such. That would be life-changing on its own. Because think about it, if you had trains that could go that fast, you'd be able to whiz from spot to spot in minutes, most times outside of cross-country trips. Even then, for a trip in the Hyperloop to go from one part of the United States to the other, take a little under 4 hours. That's blazing fast. That's ridiculously fast. But let's look beyond commutes. The other big perk here would be the transportation of materials. Instead of having to wait days to get the things you need, you'd only need to wait a few hours, even if it's coast to coast. Load it up and it'll be with you before the day is done at the absolute last. This could lower the cost of shipping, enable businesses to get everything they need fast, truly make things better to ship across the various states and countries the Hyperloop is in. Number 1, when can I ride it? The only big problem right now with the Hyperloop is that it's still being tested, and even if it's approved for mass construction, there's still the issue of going and building all these Hyperloop trains all over the country and beyond. It'll be a massive effort, one likely taking years. If it works, yeah, it'll change things, and we'll be riding these trains as if we're in the future we've dreamed of. There you go, everyone, a look at the Hyperloop trains that Elon Musk and Tesla are trying to build in order to change the structure of train riding forever. What do you think of these Hyperloop trains? What do you personally think will hold up these trains being made? Or, if you think they'll work, how long until we can ride the first one? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.